morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing okay. Glad to see all the familiar faces. Glad to see all the new ones. Okay, so today is going to be a little different than I normally do it. So this is you're kind of a test that I'm going to try and do. So over there, I've got my computer with my slides on it. I don't have as many slides as I normally do because I'm going to try and do some hands-on stuff. So I've got a fancy little thing over there that'll let me plug into my phone so I can show you what I'm doing. Hello. It's okay. You can sit there if you'd like. Just move my stuff over here. This is mine. There you go. I know. I'm going to put my stuff right here.
Second time's a charm.
Excuse me. Yeah, no, we're doing good. Oh, let me make sure I'm recording really quick.
Mom, your phone's a mess.
Okay. Thank you, Kelly. Where was I? Okay, so for the new faces, I know you guys have heard me say this a million times at this point. My name's Dylan Wisdom. I've done this for a little bit of time. That's true. Bonnie is my grandmother. Thank her. She's the reason I'm here. Yeah. I've got at least a couple certifications. I somewhat know what I'm talking about. This is all really that is. For those of you who have been coming, you know that I tend to send out the content. So the holidays have kind of messed up my routine a little bit, so I just sent out the email with the AI stuff in it. If you thought you should have gotten that, but you did not get it, please let me know. Usually it takes me about a week after I teach the class to get it sent out. The AI was closer to 2. It'll probably be closer to 2 on this one as well due to the holidays. Just because I'm super routine oriented, and as soon as there's 2 days in the middle of the week that aren't normal, I get lost. So again, please. So Kelly keeps on poking me to come up with ideas. I think I'm coming up with good ideas, but if there is something other than photos, I know I have that on the list already. So you guys know I have a photos class coming up in, I believe it's February. So I heard you all say that because I know you want that. But if there's any other suggestions, please let me know. I want to come here and teach things that you guys want. I don't want to come here and teach things that you don't want. Really quick on the back table for those of you who are here for the first time, there's 3 things up there. There's a sign-up sheet. Not required. That's just I record, like I'm recording this now, and I send an email with the recording, the slides, and then the handouts, just in case you mark this one up and want a clean one. I send all that out. That's about the 2-week thing. There's just plain line paper up there if you want to take notes for any reason or need that. And then the third thing up there is the handout, which is essentially just a really quick reference to where we're at. Can everyone hear me okay? Okay. I talk quiet by nature. I'm forcing myself to talk loud now. It's possible that I will start talking quiet again. Please let me know. Go through all that again today. But what I was getting into, the test that I'm doing today, so I've got my slides up on my computer, and then I have this funny little thing where I'm going to try and plug in my phone so you can actually see what I'm doing on it. Never done that with a large class before, so that's a bit of a test. I hope it works as well as I want, but I have to switch between the two, and I don't know how nice the projector is going to like that. But we'll go from there. Get out of here. Sorry. Okay. Just as a general warning, it does say basics. This is pretty basic. I know a lot of people need that. Some people are a little bit above that. I'm sorry, but we're going to start at the very basics, and then as we go on, if you guys want more in depth on certain things, we'll go there. but I figured it's always nicer to start at the very beginning and go from there. So today, so as you guys know, I try to stay kind of within a 4-section format here. So we're going to meet our phones. We're going to make sure we actually understand what that phone is. We're going to go over the home screen and important areas. You'll know what I mean when I get there. A little bit on calls, texts, and photos. Photos, very small. This is not a photos class, just to be clear. We're just going to high level, right? And then we're going to go a little bit over safety. You know me, always want to add that safety aspect there. A little bit about apps, and then some settings. Any questions on that? Cool. Exactly. So that's pretty much everything that I've said already. Really? Nancy. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Really quick question, and it's okay. Does everyone have an iPhone? I have taught iPhone classes where someone snuck in with an Android, and I felt terrible because they were so lost. Yes.
I got an Android.
Do you? Okay. You're more than welcome to hang out, but this is very specific over iPhone, so some of it may lose you, and that's okay. Yeah. Ask questions if you want. Yes, I actually have that scheduled in January, so there is an Android class coming up. So don't feel like I'm leaving Androids out. We just started here. Okay, next thing, your guys, a little bit of homework before we get into it. So the version of your iPhone, the way everything looks on it, they just jumped from 18 was the newest, and they just went from 18 to 26. This is how you go and check which, I don't even know how I managed to do that. This is how you go in, and if you need help, we'll get into that more, but I would like for you to go in and check which version your iPhone is on. Yep. That is okay. My phone is on 26. So when I show stuff, it's going to be on 26. Not the end of the world, but I just want you to be aware that if I'm teaching on 26 and you're on 18, things may be slightly different.
So I'm in settings, where do I go then?
In general?
Oh, general. It's not the updated version. Yes, 26.
And then about?
About?
Yep.
Go to about.
And if you're lost, raise your hand and I'll come over and help you.
I'm on 18.
Great. Okay.
Why didn't I get up in general?
We'll get there.
I see. I'm good now.
Okay.
I apologize. 18.6.
Perfect.
I'm on 26, but I haven't implemented everything because I don't know what's there.
That's okay. Yeah.
What? Oh, you did 26.1. I have 26.2.
Okay. That's no problem. So you're in settings. Good. And then here, general.
Oh, okay.
We're just going to tap there and then see where it says about here.
Okay.
We're going to tap there. And then it'll say,
like a 16.
so see where it says iOS version 18.6.
Oh, 18.
Yeah. Okay. I think, is anyone didn't find it? That's okay. Unlock it for me, please. So the reason I had you check is because, again, I'm going to teach, my phone is on 26, so when we look at stuff, it's going to be on 26. 18 is good. It's not hugely different in terms of the scope that we're going to look at today. But if there's small differences, ask me, because you might be like, okay, we're kind of at the same spot, but I don't quite see that. You're on 18 as well. And without me reaching out to everyone who I know is going to be here and getting them all upgraded, there's no way I'm going to know which one you're on. So ahead of time, I mean. Okay, we're going to get into it. So pretty much how this is going to do, I'm going to go through my slides really quick. I'm going to ask for some questions, and I'm going to show you on the phone so we can clarify, okay? This part is a little more physical, so I can't really show you on a screen. I'm going to go over the buttons really quick on the phone and some things like that. Some of you may know, some of you may not. Who has a round button at the bottom? Raise your hand. A round button at the bottom of their phone. Yeah, perfect. Okay. I will get to that, but you won't see that on this photo, and that's okay. Well, I guess technically you will see it there. Anyway, okay, so if you're looking at your phone like this, from profile, on the left-hand side here, on the very top, so number 3 here, that's your little slidey button. Does anyone know what that actually does? No. Yes. It's your ringer on or off. Yep. So it's your silent mode. So in other words, if you're going into a movie and you're really worried about your sound just being off, that's like the kill switch. That's like even if your volume's all the way up, you turn that switch on, you're good for the most part. It usually still vibrates. And then the... Is that true when you've done an alarm set? The alarm goes because it's my alarm clock every morning. Yeah, I bet you the alarm still goes off. There are a few things that will go outside of that. And I think alarms get a lot of people. I've gotten it before where I've had alarm set in the evening for whatever reminder I'm in the middle of the movie, and it's like, and then everyone hates me and throwing popcorn at me and shut your phone off, right? But that's the power slide button. It's just if you look at it, good, not good, maybe depending on your opinion. But if you slide it down and it's orange, that means the sound is off. And if you slide it up and you no longer see the orange, that means the sound is on. One of my favorite things about iPhones in general. Then below that, you have the 2 buttons, which is your volume up and your volume down. Okay, now, I'm going to stick right here in the middle. Does anyone have an iPhone? Oh, what's the newest one? 17? Does anyone have a 17? Did anyone buy the brand new or 16 or 17? Do you have the little button, like it's not even a button, it's like let me see. You do, yeah. Okay. So if you have the 15, 16, sorry, if you have anything older than the 16, you're gonna have just one other button on the other side of the phone, and that's your lock button or your awake button, right? Your camera or your flashlight's on. Okay, if you have 16 and 17 newer, you're gonna have this little haptic thing. It's not really even a button. It's kind of like a touch sensor. I'm not going to get into that too much today. There's a lot you can do with that, and a lot more than I think that is basic functions. So just know that that's there. It has certain functionality on its own. It's essentially a touch bar. We're just going to call it that for now. Yep.
Okay. Are we on number 2 on that middle one? Are you talking about the middle one?
It depends on which phone you have. So these are physical differences, but I believe yours is the middle one, yes. So you should really only have 3 buttons.
So that one on the side one?
Yep.
When you hold it down and you speak into it?
Yeah.
And what else does it do?
Its main function is to lock the phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or to wake it up, yep. And then, of course, yeah, did I hear another question? No? Okay. And then, of course, at the bottom, you've got your charging port. Usually, if you have another circle hole down there, that's usually for a headphone jack, but those are pretty old, so I would doubt anyone here would have one still. Apple got rid of that quite a while ago. Yeah. Okay. I didn't mean to add that there. Anyway, sorry. Any questions? Questions? Okay. Again, I'll walk this through with you. But those were the buttons on the outside. Now I'm going to go over the basic screens on the iPhone. Again, I'll show you. But we have the lock screen. So if your phone's off, face down, whatever, you're going to press that lock screen button, and then the first thing you should see is this screen where it has a lock and the time and picture of whoever or whatever. And then sometimes if your Face ID doesn't work or your Touch ID, if you have that set up, the phone may just go and log in automatically, or it'll present some numbers for you to log in. Does that make sense? So let me show you really quick. Okay. So we're going to look at everything on my phone, so just be nice. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, thank you. Sorry. This is my wife and I. Thank you. But this is the lock screen. This is what I'm talking about. And then so if you swipe up from the bottom, or if you have a button, most people don't have a button, but if you press the button, it'll do this. Or if you swipe up from the bottom, you see, oops, I can't look at it, sorry, hang on. You'll see if it doesn't work, you'll see numbers here in your passcode to get in, right? That's the lock screen. Okay. What's the question?
We were just saying we have facial recognition.
Yeah, so most of the time, so if your facial recognition works, you won't even see that option, right? It just goes straight to the phone. You'll come here to the main screen. You usually only really have to put in the passcode if your Face ID fails for whatever reason, or if you don't have Face ID. You don't technically have to use it. I use it for everything because why not?
Or if you totally shut it off.
True. Yes, that is correct. If you completely shut off your phone, it's going to make you plug in your passcode at least once. Because your Face ID is not actually what protects your phone. It's your passcode that's protecting your phone. The Face ID is just something to make it a little easier. Yep. Okay. So this now once we get past the lock screen, raise your hand if you're lost so far. Are we good? Okay. I'm probably going to be over here more, and I'm sorry because I'm going to be playing with the phone. I wish I could find like a 100-foot thing to get it to work, but once we get past the lock screen, I'm going to call this the home screen, okay? This is where everything's going to live. Or it's going to be the start of where your apps and things are going to live. So again, there's a couple of different things I want to point out here, right? So right here, you don't have to know details yet. I'm just trying to get you familiar with terms. This is a widget. Yep. Which means it's not an app, but it does something, it does a function on the home screen. Then all these little blocks, of course, are apps, right? And then you see all these ones. I really hope I don't have anything embarrassing, you know? Like I went through my phone a little bit, but I was like, anyway. Right. Yeah. And then all these down here where it says like hobby, social, shopping, whatever, those are all folders.
Yeah.
Build folders? Yeah.
Mine sometimes sets up a folder on its own that I don't want because they're too small and I can't see them.
I understand. So two things with that. So the folder itself, you can actually blow up by just tapping on it, and it'll show you everything that's in it. So I'll show you.
But I don't want the folder. I want my one app.
Okay. So, and then to get rid of so a folder is created by overlapping two apps together. So I'll show you really quick. Yeah, I'll explain.
And then you can put a title for folders.
Yes. Yes, you can. So like, I'm going to combine these two guys up here. So this Evernote and this Drive app, I want those in the same folder, okay?
What do you call it, a folder?
Okay.
Square thing? What's at the bottom?
Yeah, these
Those are folders.
these squares of squares are folders.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm going to press and hold on one thing. And the reason why I'm explaining to do a folder is it's the same thing to undo it. You know what I mean? So press and hold until it shakes.
Until it shakes?
Yep. See how everything's dancing? Okay, and then once we're dancing, we're going to press and hold on one. And then see how once you press and hold, you can kind of move it a little bit with your finger. And then once you're able to do that, you're going to overlap it. See how the back one kind of faded? And we're going to let go. And see how that created a folder? Yes.
What's the purpose of doing that?
Folders? Because as you see on my phone personally, I have no pages. So you know how you can swipe on your phone and you have pages and pages? me personally, don't like pages. So I want everything on the front screen. And for me to get everything on the front screen, I have to have folders. Yeah. I mean, truly what it is, how many times have you looked for an app and you're sitting there and you're like going page by page, where is this? So like you can organize, it's essentially like, here are all my, my rewards apps, here are all my airline apps, here are all my banks, here are all my whatevers, right? So you can group them like that so you don't have to search as hard, right?
It's not that productivity.
No, the phone called that productivity. So a folder has to have a name. So it will try its best to give it a name.
Okay.
But you can change it. So what you do is, now that I have my folder, I'm going to tap on it. It's going to show me everything inside that folder. And then I'm going to press and hold on the name. And then now you can rename it. See, you just see the X. You can tap the X to get out of there. And then you can put in whatever you name.
Can you go back and show us, you brought that folder out. How did you tap on what?
Hang on.
To get it?
Pause. No, you're okay. What part are you confused at?
Okay, go back to your little folder in your main screen there.
Okay.
How did you get it to open up like that?
You just tap it.
Just tap?
Tap the folder. Yep.
Oh.
So just tap it.
Oh, you just tap it?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so then once you have your junk folder, so if you want to get rid of that folder now, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to press and hold until they shake. There is lots of options there that you saw. We are not going to get into all of those because we can be there all day on just those. And what we're going to do is we're going to press and hold until we can jiggle it like this, and then we're just going to carry it outside of the folder, and we're going to put it where we want it. You're doing all of this with your finger, right?
Okay.
The only thing I can't simulate for you here is my finger. I can't show you on the screen, so. I know. But that's how you get rid of the folder. Same way that you create it. You just drag it out. Yes?
What's the Wi-Fi for here?
The Wi-Fi is the YMCA, I think, right? And then the password is the space Yeah, the space YMCA. Hang on, I'll come back over there. Did you find it?
I mean, it says that. Is that the same? Enter the pass. Oh, that password?
No, I think it's. Oh, sorry. Sorry, it's been forever since I've actually typed it in. Yeah, I think it's the space YMCA. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Sorry, I know it's a lot of cross discussion. I'm going to try to do my best to keep everyone's attention. Yes. So it's the Wi-Fi is the name of the Wi-Fi, and it's literally the space YMCA, all lowercase. Yeah. Okay. Does everyone understand everything so far? Okay, and then what you can have is if you have more than enough, like you can technically have this many folders on the whole screen, right? So you're out of space at that point. You can't create folders of folders, and you can't have more than what fits on the screen. So at that point, we're going to have another page, right? I think a lot of us are pretty familiar with this. This is the doom scroll that we go to the side when we're looking for something that we can't find, right? So we're just going to swipe over.
Quick question.
Yeah.
What's the maximum number of items you can have in a folder?
Ooh, it's a lot.
Okay.
I can't remember what the number is, but it's a lot.
That's okay.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty insane to see someone reach the limit. But let me show you this really quick. So, does everyone see what I just did?
Yeah.
No, you're okay. So pages. So see how my page is full? Ignore the hole in the corner. Pretend it's full. So I want to have more things here, but I can't fit it on this page. So what I did is I did the same thing where I press and hold on it till it shakes, right? So press and hold till it shakes. Then I just drug it over to the side until it runs off. Oops, sorry. And then that created another page for me. Hang on. Pause 1 second. Don't pay attention to what I'm doing. Sorry, I was trying to change the background so it's a little easier to see. So okay, so this is another page, right? And then so if you're swiping, when you start to swipe, do you see how there's these little dots down there? So that tells you where you're at. So right now I only have 2. So if I go ahead and add another one, see how I added more? So it's going to tell you when you swipe which page you're on. So if it's hard to tell, but the dot is slightly lighter, more white than the others. See that? Oops, sorry. Questions? Okay, so that's like, if you can kind of get a grasp on that, that's pretty good all on its own, right? We're getting through the main of it.
What's search?
Nancy, hang on. One question ahead of you. Yes, sorry?
You have a widget. I don't have a widget. Why do you have a widget?
Because I added it.
Okay, so what does it do
So different apps have different widgets. So this widget came for Google. So it's kind of like, think of it like a shortcut, like a quick way of doing something. Let me give you an example. Yeah. Probably I'll go into it a little bit though, a little bit. So like if you have a blank screen here where you want to fill something, right? So if you press and hold, see how everything's jiggling again? If you go up here to edit and see where it says add widget, these are all things that you can use. So sorry, that's funny family photos. So you could add things where it's like your photos on your home page, your calendar on your home page, things like that. So think of it like a quick view. Rather than going into the app to look at your calendar, you can just say, open your phone like, okay, these are my next hour of meetings or whatever.
How did you get the edit?
Yeah, so edit, it's very light, but it's up here. It's very light here up at the very corner. I'm sorry. Is this easier to see? Sorry, I'm trying to, not really. If these lights would darken, that would help us a lot, but this is about as dark as I can get them. Okay, yes.
Sometimes when I pick up my phone, because sometimes I have it in my back pocket, and all of a sudden, all the things are moving.
Yes.
Then I'd be scared because sometimes I
No.
delete things.
No, you're okay. So,
Don't tell me it hasn't happened to you.
yeah, no, it's happened to everyone, and everyone who says no is. So what's happening? Are you locking the phone before you put it in your pocket?
That's probably what I'm not doing.
That's probably what you're not doing. So what's happening is, depending on the clothing, like jeans, it doesn't really do it, but some clothing, as it touches your skin, the phone can sense that even through clothing, and so you're pressing on something, right? Which is probably how you're getting folders too. Yeah. So my father, he swears to God he locks his phone, but I can't tell you how many butt dials I've gotten from that man. And he's like, no, I swear I lock it before I put it in my pocket. I'm like, you're not. I love you, but you're not. So always lock. That's how you avoid any of that kind of stuff. Lock your phone by using that button on the side. Yep.
But I find that it unlocks the phone, and I didn't realize. To me, it's a message.
Yeah. I understand.
At least I learned to lock it.
Right.
Okay, because I've had the same.
Yeah.
I never know when.
I'm not, yeah, and I'm not going to say that it's not a nuisance sometimes. Unfortunately, there's no signs that they're going to change the way that it works. So I think it's just something that we have to accept at this point.
Learn how to grab it.
Yeah. And I know that sounds silly, but that's true. I mean, it's all about any of this tapping or swiping are all things or skills, tactiles that you have to develop comfort around, right? So, okay. This is the home screen. I'm moving on to a different subject, questions. Okay, moving on then. Okay, so again, we're going over different screens. This is the home screen. The next thing I want to show you is what we call the control center. Okay, this one's going to be one of those things where you have to just get the feeling for it, right? So if you're looking at your phone on the top right-hand side, don't touch anything yet, don't poke. If you lightly take your finger and you swipe down, you should open this, and I'll show you. Does everyone see that? Yep. Yep, so from right here.
Oh, from up here.
Yep.
Oh.
You have,
That one gave
It
me
has to be on
something
that
else.
right side over there.
Oh, go
Yeah.
from the bottom.
yep.
Okay.
It would pop up, but I
Quick little clarification. If your phone has a button on the bottom, you're actually going to swipe up from the bottom. Only if you have a button at the bottom. So see how you guys have the round version. So you're going to swipe up. Yes.
Could you please just say what this does? What is the name of this control center?
It is the control center. I haven't gone into what it actually does yet, though.
That's not the same one. Mine's got a light and a flashlight.
That's okay. You're good, though. You're in the same spot. You're in the same spot.
I've got this.
So just from right here.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Great. Thank you.
Is everyone there?
Yeah.
You're okay. So from the very, see, you're almost in the middle. So you almost have to go from this very, very top, from the very right-hand side. See, you got there.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yep, so you got there. So that's, so, yeah. So hang on, guys, really quick, attention. iPhones are picky. So when I said very top corner, it has to be very top corner. If you do it from like the middle or the, I know, from the very top corner?
No. From the middle. I'm always
Yes. And I know it's annoying and it's not necessarily intuitive, but it is very picky. Different locations mean different things, even if you're doing the same action, right? Okay. So the control center. So in iOS 20, I think 8 and 26, don't worry about the number. My point is mine will probably look slightly different than yours, and that's okay. I'm not going to go into deep on how to mess with this because we can spend a lot of time here, but you can technically, you can customize what this looks like. You can make it look like how you want. You can add these circles. You can remove these circles. I'm just going to go over the main circles that most people will have, okay? Okay. This one right here, that's the brightness of your phone. Most of the time, your phone will auto brighten on its own based on your ambient light. If you're in the bright sun, the brighter the higher this is, the easier it's going to be able to see. The darker the room is, the darker it can be. Okay, this is your volume on your phone. Okay, so no, it's this is the volume on your phone. Yeah. So when you say volume for what? So iPhones are pretty smart. So if you're just on your home screen and you change the volume, it's going to be for your ringer. If you're watching a video or something, it's going to change the volume of the video. It's pretty intuitive, so there's not multiple volumes. It's just whatever you're currently on.
So if you have it on speaker.
Yes, same thing. Yep. You can also use the buttons on the side of the phone. Yeah, and that's perfectly fine. Yes, question?
But you have a hearing aid app to show up as a hearing aid?
Let me see. No, okay. So I wish I could show your phone. So, okay, pause on there. So do you see how mine kind of looks like a computer?
Yeah.
That's because I'm plugged into a computer. On hers, yours kind of looks like an ear, right?
Yeah, and it does my hearing aid.
Exactly, and that's why. So it's kind of intuitive like that. So it understands what it's connected to, and it'll kind of give you little pictures to say that. Yeah, I wish I had a good way of showing you more examples, but I know it's yeah, I know, but it's a effort to get that to work. Okay, really quick. Next things, airplane mode. So this box here is mostly your connections, right? So this is your airplane mode. So if you've ever flown on an airplane and you're like, everyone else seems to know how to do that, but I don't, and I'm too afraid to ask. This is what that is. Okay. This is your Wi-Fi. That's to turn that on or off. I'll get into why here in a minute, why you would want to turn these things on and off. Yeah.
Quick, short explanation, what is airplane mode?
Airplane mode, all it does is it turns off, really all it does now is it turns off cellular data.
And I don't understand that, but move on. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't know how much of a, I don't know how much it's truly needed nowadays, but the idea behind it is when you're in an airplane, you turn off all the wireless communication so it doesn't interfere with the planes.
Okay.
That's
What I thought.
yeah.
And on airplane mode.
Sorry, I don't mean to keep blocking you.
When you know when it's on or off.
Yeah. So I don't. So if you tap on this, it's going to turn orange.
Oh,
So-
is that on or off?
Right. Hang on. So oh dang it. Sorry.
Oh, orange is on and other one's off.
But there's an easier. I don't want you guys to get lost on the orange part. There's an easier way to remember that. See how these are all like a bland, like almost translucent color.
Yeah.
And see how like this one's blue and this one's green and what? If it's any color other than the translucent color, it's on. So for airplane mode, it's orange. For Wi-Fi, it's blue. The color itself doesn't really matter. Just the fact that it is a color means that it's on. Perfect. Okay. What else did I have for that? True. Yes. So she's saying, see how where it says Team Mobile, and it says that I have, you know what, I'll try. I don't know if it'll kick me off this thing or not. Oh, okay. So see it turned orange?
Yeah.
And then my cell service turned into a plane. See?
Oh, okay, got it.
And then it flies away.
Got it. What is the blue with the squiggly?
Let me see. Oh, so the blue, yeah. So, okay, so you guys kind of feel for this. Do you guys, what, that we've gone over already, what does this square kind of look like? A folder. Whoever said a folder is right. So how do we look at more things in the folder? There you go. So if you tap on that, see how you have more options? Okay. So I just wanted to explain a couple things really quick. So most people ask what this is. So your Bluetooth. Some people turn it off. Some people turn it on. You don't really need to mess with it. Really what Bluetooth is for hearing or audio devices. So speakers, hearing aids, cars. Yeah. Yeah. You can technically use Bluetooth for other things, but it's mostly for audio related items. Did you have a question? I'm sorry.
Back on the airplane mode, is there other uses for airplane mode other than just on an airplane?
Right now, mine's on.
Yeah, technically. So if you don't want to be bothered at all and you want to cut the world out, absolutely. I've used airplane. If you go into a movie theater or something and you don't want to turn your phone off, I turn mine into airplane mode. If you are traveling somewhere where there is no cell reception, the way that phones technology works in general, if it needs to connect to something, it's saying, hey, are you there? Hey, are you there? Hey, are you there? That takes a lot of energy. So if you're in a place where you're not going to have cell service anyway, put your phone on airplane mode and and you're essentially telling it, hey, I know you can't connect and I'm fine with that. So stop wasting the energy to do so. So in other words, it can save, exactly. So it can save a lot on battery. Yeah, those are kind of common. Yeah. Something I've done that you just reminded me of for our international travelers, international data and calling and texting cost a lot. So if you don't want any chance that your phone somehow happens to do something, put it on airplane mode so there's no chance that it makes a call, goes out to the Wi-Fi, things like that too, right? Correct. Yep. Okay. That's pretty much all. 2 more things. This little battery guy, it's your battery saving mode. So in other words, if you're at 20% battery and you need it to last another few hours and you're worried about that, you can put it in low battery mode. That essentially what that does is it tells your phone to not do certain things that it normally would to save battery. The next thing is this little lock with the rotation. Do you know when you have your phone like this and then you turn it sideways and everything turns sideways? Okay, sometimes we want that to happen and sometimes we don't want that to happen. So right now, and I'll show you. So mine is, tell me if it's on or off. This little guy. It is off. And it's off because it's not colored, right? So if I go like this, do it. Gosh, hang on, sorry. 1 second. I'm trying to... Okay. Sorry. I'm struggling to find something that'll work with me here. Okay, sorry, it's not cooperating because I have it plugged into this thing. But essentially what I'm saying is if you have that off, the phone will rotate your screen. So if you're like watching a video or you're on Facebook or something, if you turn your phone, everything will turn with it. If you have this locked, which mine normally is because I don't like that it does that, personally, then you tap this button, it'll turn on and it'll no longer respond to that movement.
I don't have one on my phone. How do I get it?
Who said that? I'm sorry, I looked down. No, you're okay. I just didn't. Yeah, I will show you if you want that. Okay. But to edit all of this, that's a lot, and I don't want to get into that to this class because it's gonna be a lot of time. Yes, absolutely. Yep. It's worthy knowledge to know. I should teach it at some point, but right now I think it'll lose everyone. So, okay. Any questions on the control center?
Oh, are we moving on?
Unless you have questions.
Okay, what's the other one?
I'm not going to go into all of them because, again, we could spend all day on this one screen. If you have, Nancy, if you wanted to ask me specific things later, we can definitely do it. I don't want you to think that I'm being dismissive on that, though. You can't dismiss me.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. All right, everyone. Come back to me really quick. I know we're all excited about the new things we're learning, right? Yeah. Okay. So this is, and I'm absolutely very happy about this because I was hoping that this would be too simple for everyone. We're on slide like 2 of 30, and it's like we have like 45 minutes left, which is okay, which is fine. We'll do a part 2. This is fantastic. I'm just glad you guys are really learning stuff. So, okay. So for control center, looking at the phone like this, which side do we swipe down on? Perfect. Okay, now do the opposite for me. Swipe down from the very top left. What do we see? Nothing. So I'll show you what you should be seeing. Notifications, yes.
And when does that go away?
That's a great question.
My husband asked me that this morning, and I said, I'll ask him.
Yeah. Just making sure that there's nothing embarrassing here. Okay, we're good. I know. Yeah. You just see my mother-in-law bothering us, and that's fine. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this was her leaving the house. Anyway, So if you swipe, so this is one of those examples where it very much depends on which side you're swiping, even if you're swiping the exact same way. Where you're swiping makes a difference. The left-hand side is going to be your notification center.
Does everybody have one?
Yes, they should.
Does she have nothing to show up?
I don't think I have it set so that, because I don't want those.
Nope.
I mean, here. Okay, so.
Oh, yeah, unlock it first. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well,
And then go to the home screen.
yeah, this is nice.
Like if you swipe up and then swipe down. Yep. Yeah, you don't have any. You just don't have any notifications. If it doesn't look like this and it's pretty blank, that means you don't have any notifications. Yeah, so it should be either from the lock screen or the home screen. But home screen to be safe. Yeah. Did you have a question? I'm sorry. So let's try from the home screen really quick, and we're just going to swipe down.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're having issues with it, try from the home screen. Like unlock your phone and go down the home screen. Usually the lock screen itself will show you the notifications without you having to go to it manually. Yeah, which is probably how most of you are interacting with it. The beauty of this, more notifications. So, okay, do you see how it's kind of split in two sections here? I can't remember the specific time frame, to be honest, off the top of my head, but see how this says 55 minutes ago? And see how this is now, or 10 minutes ago? So this is essentially newer notifications. Sorry, Ronnie, I keep trying to block you out. Yeah, at the top is newer stuff. At the bottom is older stuff. So if you don't clear your stuff out for a while, you're going to look something like this, where it just keeps on going and going and going. The beauty of all the old stuff is, see this little X here? If you press that X and you hit clear, oh, I'll show you. Yep, it's all cleared. Yep, and did you find that? Now for these you don't have the X, but you can still get rid of them. So what you have to do is, so you press on it and you swipe towards the left, and you'll get these two options here. These two choices, one of them being options, I'm sorry. And then if you press clear, it'll go away.
What's options mean?
It gives you options. Yeah, so, and I'm just messing with you.
No.
Yeah, but options gives you options, and I don't want to get too much into that right now because I don't want to. Some advanced stuff, yes.
So sure notifications.
Yeah, I think again you're going to be. Okay, so you're from the top down too, and then here are your notifications. Yeah, and I don't think on this one it really matters which side, to be honest with you. But it's so. In other words, from the top down is notifications, and from the top up is your. Yeah, your control center. Yep. Any questions on this? No, we're good. We're learning. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Okay, next thing I want you guys to do, we're back on our home screen, okay? Everyone there? Then I want you to keep swiping from right to left until you get to the app library, is what I'm going to call it. Nope. App library. See, it's hard to see, but you can see it there. Just keeps. And for you guys, you don't actually have. Oh, you do. Okay. Okay. Good.
I don't see one. Keep swiping.
Keep swiping. Yep. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, well. Swipe back up. And then keep going. Keep going. There you go. It's all the way. So if you have like 50 pages, you're going to have to 50 pages go through. But I'll show you an easier way to do that. Yep. Yep. Okay. The reason I'm showing you this here, so they're organized in, what are these squares? Folders. These folders you cannot change. This is how your phone organizes these. The reason I'm showing you this is because this is recently new in terms of iPhone. And what sometimes happens with people is that they download an app and it doesn't go to their home screen, and they're like, it's not on my phone. Yeah. And the reason why that is because sometimes it'll default to just only going into your app library. So you, especially if you have pages, you have to go over and over and over, and eventually you'll get here, and then you can find the app either by category, which is hard to see, and I'm sorry for that. But there are categories like suggestions, recently added, social, utilities, productivity, photos, and videos. Or you can search here and look for one specifically. So like if I'm like, okay, where's my bank app? I'm going to look for CA, CU, right? And it'll show me the apps there.
Oh, how did you get to this little thing?
Hang on, Nancy. Bev? No, you're good.
And the more apps you have on, does it take more energy for your phone? I mean, do you have to charge it more frequently?
No. So the app, the amount of apps you have doesn't really impact the phone other than just the amount of storage or space you have in it.
Okay.
Good question, though. Yeah. Hi, Nancy.
So what? No. Where did you? I met that.
You're okay.
The library, but what did you do now?
I'll show you again. So see at the very top where it says app library?
Yeah.
That's actually a search bar.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, I know it's kind of hard to tell with these colors, but see this little magnifying glass?
Yeah.
You're going to see that all over your iPhone. This little magnifying glass means search. Yep.
Will do.
Okay.
Thank you.
And again, the reason I'm presenting this is not that you can really do much with it. It's because I know there are people who have quote unquote lost applications or installed things and they're like, I have no clue where it's gone. And they get frustrated because it's not on their phone, and really what it is, it's hiding in here. So when in doubt, if you can't find it, try to see if it's hiding here.
Or you accidentally delete it.
Yeah.
But it'd still be in the app library, right?
Yes. No. Well, okay. Pause. Who asked me that? I'm sorry. Okay. Let me clarify that really quick because that's yes and no.
That's where I am. Where does it know?
Okay. So what she asked was if you delete an app, which I want to be clear because there's two verbs we need to be careful with. If you delete an app, will it show up in the app library if from the home screen? Okay. So what I did here, if you look on the screen, so I press and hold on the app, right? Till they jiggle. See they're jiggling? Okay, do you see the little minuses next to them? Okay, if I press the minus, it gives me a couple options. Remove or delete. Two different things. So remove means remove from the home screen, which will most likely end up in your app library. Delete means delete, gone.
From the system.
Yep, correct, yeah. Sorry, I wanted to clarify that.
Can you delete things that, like, I never used the fitness one, or
Yeah, so there will be, her question was, can you just delete things you don't use? Pretty much. iPhones actually let you delete quite a bit. There are a couple that are required by the system. It won't let you delete, which is good because you're not going to delete something that's going to break the whole phone. So, but yeah, if it seems like something you don't use and you want to delete it and it lets you delete it, you're safe for the most part. Yep. Okay. So I'm not going to get into this too much because I think it's going to complicate certain things. But as you go through, one of the big things that they did in iOS 18 and 26 is they added a lot of security features. And and you'll notice in your app library, there's one called Hidden. So what that is for all my people who know me, one of my favorite terms, multi-factor authentication, MFA, right? So you can mark an app as hidden. And what that does is even if you unlock your phone, like if someone is this far, so like let's say that you have your phone unlocked and you set it down on the table and you walk away forgetting to lock it, those hidden apps will actually make you enter your Face ID again to be able to get to those. Does that make sense? So it's like a secondary lock. Things you could foresee to use that with are social accounts where people have access to your information, bank accounts, things like that. Getting it to work and understanding that's a little more advanced, so I think we should definitely address that, but not in this class. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so now that we kind of understand the screens, I want to kind of go back to the home screen a little bit. I want to kind of dissect this a little more, okay? Are we ready for that? Does anyone have any questions before we move on? Okay. So, again, I kind of broke this main screen. So I'm going to stop everything I'm talking about right this second is going to stop right here. So see this like invisible line I'm going to draw, and we're going to go up. So at the very top left is your time, of course, for most. And then to the right is usually your cell service and your battery charge. Yep. So your time is in the middle, and this is your service, and this is your battery. Okay. So below that is all the content, I'm going to call it. Excuse me. I'm going to get it. This little box is a widget. Widgets actually come in different sizes, so I could technically... it's this one. It's this... and they don't all look like that, but my point is I wanted to show you that they can change size. So I'm not going to get too deep into widgets because each one of them is different. But my point is I just don't want you to be confused that you're going to look for a very specific white box and call that the widget. A widget is anything that's not an app, and it looks something like this, like some sort of larger blob of items, right? Then we've got our apps, and then we've got our folders. Okay. So down here at the bottom, do you see where it says search? This is going to be your best friend. So, long are going the ways of where you have to know exactly where everything is to be able to access it. Because systems are getting so confusing and things are so organized in different places, blah, 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 blah. A lot of devices, and Apple's doing really good with it, is adding searches. So let's say that, man, I really can't find an app. I'm going through my app library, whatever. I'm going to just tap on this search. So if you tap on that, it's going to bring up a search like this. Okay? And I think for you, Sue...
Yeah, I had it a minute ago.
Yep, I think it's actually... I don't know if your phone has that one yet. I will come back because I don't think we're quite there, but I won't spend too much time on it. So anyway, so you can technically search for anything here, right? Most of us are going to look for things on our phone. But like a couple examples that I think would be useful. So like I'll say the bank app again. So CACU. Oh, there's my app. Great, right? Let's say, oh, I need to access my Wi-Fi. I'm just going to type in Wi-Fi. And then it'll take me to the Wi-Fi settings. If I'm looking for someone's number, this is my wife, of course, but and it thinks her name's Wifey because that's how I have her in my contact. But anyway, yeah, right. So again, this is kind of making it easier than trying to search for everything, right? Let me show you another thing. I think okay, so this is my number to me. This is just a test, but I typed in the word address and see what it did. It actually pulled up a text message where I said, can I get your address? Because it found the word address. So if you're like, man, I know someone sent me something in a text message, but I cannot find it, you can also try searching for it here.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, it's not 100%. I want to be very clear. But if you're lost and you don't know where else to go, this is a really good place to go. Cool? Yes.
I happened to find something when we were at App Library.
Yes.
Up at App Library, my finger just happened to touch the far right hand of that.
Okay.
And it alphabetized the whole list.
I think yes. So
I love alphabetical lists. So that helped me find. I mean, it'll help you find an app.
Yeah, if you go up to the app library.
yes.
Yeah, if you just type the right hand.
Yeah. So well, actually, yeah. So if you just tap on the search at the top, it'll start listing your apps for you. And then what she's saying is that you can actually tap on the letter or scroll down on the side, and you can go letter by letter. Yeah, very helpful. Did I explain that well like you were? Okay. Okay. So if you guys can't remember, back with me here, if you guys can't remember to look at the search down here, or if you get lost and you can't find the search icon, so we've already covered the left-hand side, right? We've already covered the right-hand side. Try swiping down from the middle on your home screen, sorry.
That takes me to my notification center.
Yeah, because you're not on your, oh, you were. Sorry. Yeah, kind of like in the middle. Like if I were to put my finger like right here and swipe down, you're already there. So let's try one more. No, because I did it for you.
Thank you.
Is everyone seeing what I'm talking about? Oh, see, you found it. Thank you. I'm sorry. Yep, you're there. You got it.
It wouldn't.
So if like from like right here down, you're there.
Is that?
Yeah, that's your search.
Oh, you just were more firm on it.
Yep.
You didn't just go. You went and held it.
Yeah. I was a little slower with it.
Because I was losing my airplane. Well, I have it someplace.
So you need a little bit deeper of a swipe. So if I kind of from here down. Yep. And you got it. You got it. Did you get it? No?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Did we get it? So you can, it doesn't work everywhere, but if you get stuck, you can try that motion from almost everywhere to try and search things. No, you're fine. I sometimes feel embarrassed because I'm starting to lose the ability to know exactly where everything's at because I'm using the tools of searching, like for settings, for text, I'm not saying that you shouldn't understand where things are, but for how complex things are nowadays, they're making things searchable so you don't have to know exactly where everything's at. It's a great tool. Please use search. Those of you who have Macs or Windows computers, I'm not going into that today, but there are search functions inside of those systems too for this very reason as well. Any questions? Yes. Clear the browser? Yeah. I won't, it depends on what you're on. So I'll talk to you later, yeah, because I don't want to go into that because it's kind of a larger question. Not that it's difficult, but okay. So really quick, and then the last thing I just want to show you here is your dock, or what we're going to call the dock. So it's those apps down there that are kind of in their own little bubble. Okay, so the reason why we call it a dock is because it's stationary. So if you watch me swipe pages, those are always going to be down at the bottom, right? And that's the point. That's pretty much all it is you want to make sure that no matter where you're at on your apps, you always see those ones. Yeah. Absolutely. And to change what you want in there, so let's say that this is my note-taking app, right? So let's say that I want to get rid of my chat and I want to put my note-taking app down there. So I'm just going to take this guy until he shakes, right? I'm going to press and hold and put him down here on the dock. Okay. The reason why it created a folder was because my dock was full. So if I didn't want it to create a folder, what I would have had to do, I'm going to just undo this really quick. I would have had to, yep. Yeah, this is ChatGPT. But then once I have room in my dock, then I can just come by and drag this guy down here.
So you can only have 4 things in your dock?
Correct. You can put folders in your dock, and then the size of the dock depends on your device. So if you have an iPad, you're going to be able to put a lot more in there. If you have one of the Max phones that are larger, you might, it may limit to 4, I don't know. But anyway, by the way, I hope you guys know how much I appreciate you. I have severe OCD when it comes to my phone, and this is driving me crazy because now everything's moved all around. But I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to do it.
Well, put your thing back down.
No, I will later. I'm just like, it's all different now. Okay. Any questions on that? Okay. Moving on. We'll see how much further we can get. Okay. So kind of the next section are phone calls and text messages. I'm going to try and go through this really kind of quick, but I just want to show you a couple quick things. So for the most part, you're going to start phone calls with your phone app, right? So she doesn't know she's going to volunteer with me, but I'm going to use my grandmother as an example here in a minute. Okay, so mine looks really different because of the iOS update. I haven't even completely figured out how to navigate this whole thing. They've kind of really screwed it up, and I'm sorry about that. If you need one-on-one help, let me know today in the class. But long story short, you've got your call history, and you can tell your on-call history because it's a different color than the other options. You've got your contacts, and you've got your keypad. So your contacts is an option down at the bottom. Is everyone lost? Yeah. Hang on. 1 second. Do your guys look like this instead? Okay, so I'm going to stick on this then. I wasn't sure who did. So Apple kind of is trying a new thing now. So you see where it says classic versus unified? So I was on unified, which is a different way of looking at things. I'm going to stay on the classic because I think most people are there right now. Yeah, you're good. I'm just explaining why it looked different. You're good. Yeah, okay. Is this making more sense to most people?
Yes.
Okay, good. Sorry about that. So your recents. So you've got your recents, your recent calls, then your contacts and your keypad. So I'm just going to make a call really quick. I'm going to call my grandma.
Hello.
I'm going to mute you so that it doesn't. Okay, you're good. So I just wanted to show you a couple things, but I have to have an active call. So just to run you through really quick. It did. I muted you. You can hear me. Here. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So, of course, you've got your time that the call is here. You've got your contact name here. Of course, if you don't save them as a contact, you're just going to see a phone number. Couple things here. So, your speaker. So, see where it says speaker down there? So, that is going to, of course, turn your speakerphone on. So now if she were to talk, it would be on speaker, right? And you're not going to see these options unless you have an active call, so you're just going to have to trust me a little bit on these ones. The other thing is if you have hearing aids or a Bluetooth something connected, it will still have this little phone icon on there, but it'll give you multiple options on what to choose. Okay? FaceTime. FaceTime is only compatible with iPhone to iPhone, but you can essentially convert this phone call to a video call. Mute is mute, so if I mute that, Grandma won't be able to hear me anymore, which is probably good, and I'll get past that. And then dial pad, or keypad, excuse me. So I've had a lot of people be like, okay, they want me to push in a button, but where's the button, right? Like if they say press 2 to whatever, yeah. So you actually have to open this guy up, and then it presents you all your numbers. And then if we hide it again, so if we press hide, there you go there. And if we press more, there's a whole another amount of options that I'm not going to get into.
Have you pressed hide the keypad again?
You have to have the keypad open.
I know it's open, but now how do I get rid of it?
Well, you can't because you're not in a call. So if you're not in a call, you won't see it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I said you guys have to just kind of trust me a little bit on this. Yeah. And then, of course, you hit the red button to end it, right?
What's under more?
There's a lot of options under more. And they're not, I've never really even used them, to be honest with you.
No worries.
Yeah. Okay. Questions on that?
Are you going to address incoming calls?
I can.
What was the question?
She wants to know if we can address incoming calls, and I said, of course. I think I said, what did I say? I don't know.
If I'm doing something else and I get an incoming call and I've got little options up here, sometimes it seems like I work it correctly and other times I don't.
Okay, so good point. So sometimes she feels like, and this is valid, and I'll show you why. Like sometimes you answer a call one way, and sometimes you feel like you have to answer the call the other way, right? So two big differences is between whether your phone is locked or unlocked. So if your phone is locked and you get a call, it's going to look different as if you were on your phone and using it, right? So I'm going to lock my phone. Okay, I'm going to lock my phone. And then she's going to call me. Okay, so most of the time you're going to get this slide to answer, right? Okay. And then you slide to answer. If you guys are curious what these two other options are, if you just tap voicemail, it'll send them to voicemail. If you tap message, it'll give you some quick responses. And so in other words, if you just hit I'm on my way, sorry, it went away because now she's in my voicemail, but you can hang up on me. Yeah, so I use that a lot, like especially for work. I'm getting a call, I'm in a meeting, so I have one that I just added that says I'm in a meeting, call you later. Yeah. And then if you tap on that message thing that pops up, you can actually hit custom and you can actually type out a message. Yeah. Okay. So now let's say that I'm getting a call and my phone's unlocked, like I'm doing something on the phone, right? Okay. So it's just going to present like this. And this is an incoming call. This is what it looks like if you're in your phone. You just have to touch either the ignore you button or the answer it button, right? So yes.
But sometimes there's a thing there that says hold and call back or hold and accept.
Yeah, I don't know how to mimic that, to be honest with you, but there is. Oh, I do. Sorry. So let me. Well.
That's like if you're on a call.
Yes, and that's what I'm.
And you're getting another call, you can put it on hold.
You can call her.
No, will someone volunteer to call me?
Want me to call you?
No, I need more than one is what I'm getting at. So let me answer this call first. Hang on. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So my grandma's calling me. I'm going to answer. Okay, so we're on the phone. Okay, and I'll show you this. So when you answer the phone and you're doing something, it's for one going to put it up here in this smaller bar. And that's so that you can talk and use at the same time, right? If it goes away, do you see how this little thing up here is green now? So it's green because you're on a call. So you're going to tap on the green portion, and it's going to bring that back. If you need to make it even larger than that, because you need to do options or whatever, you can just tap on the name, and it'll take you to the full screen. Again, I'm sorry that we can't practice this one-to-one. Okay, I need a volunteer to call me. 816. Okay. There. Yep. So that's because I'm already on a call. So right now, it's her name. And So my point is these questions that it's asking are regarding the incoming call, not the current call.
The incoming call.
The incoming call. So I can either end in an accept or I can hold an accept, which means that it's going to put her on hold and I'm going to answer her call. Yeah, or I can just hit voicemail in the middle and it'll send her to voicemail. Will you call me back one more time?
Can you
Please?
do it one more time?
Yep.
How do you get back?
Thank you, Judy.
Message them and saying I'll call you back.
Same thing.
Oh, message them.
Yep. So again, this is options for the current call.
That's coming in.
Yep. And so it's going to hold and accept means it's going to put her on hold and accept her call, or end and accept means it's going to end her call, and then whatever.
Once you have held and accept and you hang up from her, then what happens next?
It'll stay on hold, and then there's a hold button down at the bottom, and you tap that, and you can speak again.
Does it say you're on hold?
Yes, it does. I'll.
Isn't that what these scammers are doing? They're putting you on that?
Kind of.
Because then you get, if you ever answer them, then it's going, 57, 56, because it's.
Yep. Yeah. 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 Sorry, Elaine. There's kind of some tricks there with that and how they're doing that. Really, what that is, you're talking about when they call you and you answer and there's nothing there, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
And pretty soon, it might eventually come up that they try to speak to you. Yes.
Yeah. So sometimes they're doing that just to probe, meaning see if someone answers. But yeah, they certainly do that.
I usually pop them off right then.
Judy, can you call me one more time? Do you mind, please? Okay, I'm going to hit hold and accept. So I muted you, Judy, because I don't want it to come through your phone right now. But so right now, see how Grandma's up here and she's minimized. And then Judy's right here.
Oh.
So see how it shows both calls? And then so... Exactly. And see that little squiggly?
Yeah.
I tapped it and see how it changed? It flipped back.
So now are you talking to your grandma?
Correct. And now if I flip back, now it's Judy again. And you can see that the time changes too. So see how it says for her, I've been talking to her for 40 seconds. And with my grandma, I've been talking with her for 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
So do you have to hit anything to talk to Judy now?
Okay, so now I'm back with Judy. So Judy, if you don't mind, hang up on me. That's okay.
But you have to remove mute.
Hang on. Okay, now I'm back with Grandma. But since I put her on hold, do you see now how it says hold?
Yeah.
So she's not going to hear anything I'm saying right now. Okay. She's still on hold.
To Judy.
No, Judy's gone.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, so now Grandma's on hold. See where it says hold?
Yeah.
So now I'm just going to press the hold button. Oops, sorry. Yeah. And then we're good. Does that make sense?
What if you're on a call and you want to check something real quick?
So, yeah, you can do that.
Because the person is asking you a question
Yeah.
and you have to go into your phone and find it.
That's fine. I'll do that really quick. Sorry, Grandma. Thank you for being a good, yeah. Assistant. Okay. So let's say that, hey, I'm on the phone with the bank or something. They're like, hey, can you please confirm whatever, blah, blah, blah. Who knows? I'm going to send you a code. Can you please go get that code? And you're like, I'm on the phone, right? It's going to be kind of hard to show you, but from the very bottom, not on the end, but the very bottom right here below, you can just swipe up to go to your home screen. You just swipe up. And you can tell that the call is still there because do you see how this is green? That means that the call is still active. Then you can go ahead, the call is still there. She can hear me, you can hear them, all good to go. Now once you're done, if you want to look back at the call screen again, you just tap on the top left. It's going to pull up the mini one, which should be perfectly fine. And if you want to see it bigger, you just tap it again. Takes you back to the full one.
Dylan, when you had
Mm-hmm.
It said merge. Can you make a conference call?
Yeah,
by
I
doing
can.
that?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, the merge. I didn't want to do that now because it's going to do weird things with audio, but absolutely, you can on iPhones. Well, actually, most phones, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's an easy way of doing a conference call. Like if me, my mom, and my grandma wanted to talk, I could have grandma call me. I said, "Hey, grandma, really quick, mom's calling me. I'm going to put you on hold for a second." Then I can answer mom's call. "Hey, I've got grandma on the phone. I'm going to merge it really quick." And you hit merge, and then everyone can hear each other.
Or you can talk on 3 phones.
Yeah. Funny story. So I stopped by her house the other night. To just say hi, and I called my wife on the way there just to let her know where I was at. And I put her back in my pocket, and I forgot to hang up. So she was busy doing something, and she didn't hang up herself. And then she was talking to my mom, and so I put the 2 phones with my mom and my wife together, and then Grandma and I were talking, so we had like a whole conference call there. So yeah, which is the wrong way to do it. Yeah, it's the wrong way to do it. Yeah. Okay, can you hang up on me, please? Okay, guys, that's without getting into something else that's potentially takes up time. I said that we only got through a few slides, but we actually answered questions as we got. So you actually got a lot of it. Any question? We did not get through all of it, to be clear, but we can do a part 2 at some point. Are there any dying questions? Yes. Sorry, I'll get to you next.
When I have my phone like this, and then if you're not doing anything, it goes
Black. Yeah.
for a while. Is there a way to lengthen the time?
There is. So her question is, and you're not the only one. A lot of people get frustrated that your phone goes to sleep so fast. I'm going to teach you the way I would do it, right? So you go into settings, right? So I can't find my settings. I'm like, I don't really want to search for it. I just want to get this done. So I'm going to tap on my search at the bottom. I'm going to type in settings, which is already there, but for the sake of it. Okay, I'm going to go into settings. And then I'm like, okay, what is that? Screen time? Screen something? Screen? I know. Well, and see, that's why I'm trying to get away from the categories. So at the very bottom, and it might be at the top for you, see the search?
Below notifications, screen time.
Yes.
Notification sounds, focus, and screen.
Yep. So screen time is not the same thing. Screen time's its own thing. I know. So see where it says
I don't have to turn it off.
Okay, so I found it. So were you guys kind of watching me trying to work through that?
Yeah.
So I tried screen time, I tried whatever, and then I decided to put the word lock in there, and then see I found auto lock. Nope, I typed it. So this is more complex. I'm making you guys think a little bit than giving you the answer. I'm sorry. Yeah, exactly. So if I go into screen lock, see, I have mine set to 5 minutes.
Wait a minute, where are we at? Lock?
Yep. So
Auto lock or lock unlock?
hang on. If you want to know exactly where it's at, so if you're in your settings like this and you scroll down just a little bit, do you see where it says display and brightness? And then auto lock.
We agree you need that when you're taking a recipe.
Yeah. Did everyone find that? I'm on my way, Bev. Sorry.
Okay, I'm in settings.
Yeah, so see how we're going to tap all that because it's going to change the way everything's looking. So we're going to hit cancel on this. So now you're good. It kind of got you. Now if you scroll down a little bit, see where it says display and brightness?
Here?
Yep, tap on that. And then scroll down just a little bit more.
Down.
Yep. Wow, sorry. Down
you mean-
to go up, yeah, sorry. And a little bit more. See where it says auto lock and it says 30 seconds? 30 seconds is the default. Yep, and then you can choose any of those
What do
options.
you think would be?
5 minutes. The only one I would suggest not doing is never. That means your phone will never lock.
So what do we want? Where it doesn't lock, turn black after just 30 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So do you want me to?
Mine is 2 minutes or so.
Yeah, so if you go to your settings here.
Oh, that's,
Yeah, you can do that too.
oh, sorry.
No, you're okay. There's like 5 different ways you can do it, so it's okay.
Oh, that's not right. Fat fingers.
You're okay. So right there. See, and then if you scroll down just a little bit, see where it says auto lock. Yours is 30 seconds. Yeah, so okay, so sorry, let me finish that last point. The only thing I wouldn't suggest is never, for a couple different reasons. Number one, that means it's going to keep your screen on all of the time, which your screen takes the most power out of everything. So it's bad for battery. Number two, always keeping your lock screen on is bad for butt dialing, accidental folder creations, all sorts of things like that, right? Thinking your phone is doing magic without you, even though whatever. Third thing is we're all forgetful in different ways. If your phone never locks and you happen to have it in a public place and you set it down and you walk away or whatever, it's never going to be protected. So that's the bigger of the reasons in my mind. Yeah. Yeah.
So when we did that, display and brightness, it says automatic there, like that. Is that supposed to be on or off?
That's not the. So if you scroll down just a little bit.
Yeah, I found that.
Oh, so automatic.
What's that mean?
So do you see where it says light and dark?
Yeah.
So on that same screen, that display and brightness screen, there's a light option and there's a dark option.
Right.
So do you remember when I first started showing my screen and everything was really dark? That's it. So automatic means that it chooses. So it'll be darker in dark places and lighter in lighter places. Yeah.
So it should be on.
Typically, yes, I would leave it on. Okay, that's really it, guys, unless you have more questions.